Thank you for taking this moment to breathe and to listen to what can change your life forever. My name is Ragne Sinikas, and I'm the founder of Starpreneur TV, How to Dominate the Decade talk show, World Women Conference and Awards, and the creator of Coral Desk. My mission is to empower through education, and thank you so much for joining us today. By doing so, you are investing in your personal growth. And we all know what can happen when we blossom in our personal growth. Everything starts to change towards the direction that you have always wanted. So today I have the honor to talk with Rashmi Rai, a multicultural girl with basic roots in India. Rashmi is a supply chain consultant, electronics engineer, has MBA in telecom, and today working as SAP consultant for 7 years now. But without any further ado, let's see who is Rashmi and what is her story. Why is she really doing what she's doing? So Rashmi, welcome to the show and tell us who you are and why are you doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Ragini, for such a beautiful, lovely, warm welcome and talking a lot about me. So I would say that yes, I'm living in Edinburgh in Scotland for past 5 years and been to UK after my marriage. I have a small little daughter who is 3 years old, Pranika Mantha, and my husband is also into IT. So I work for Heineken, and it's like in SAP I'm 7 years, but my overall experience is 11 plus years. I'm into the IT industry. I'm Mrs. Scotland Universe 2019, represented Scotland in Mrs. Universe in the international platform. Then I'm the top 10 most influential Indian women awarded in the House of Lords in the British Parliament last year. I am Scotland chairperson for Ladies of All Nations International and working with lovely lady Caroline Makaka. I'm also the Scotland ambassador for International Human Rights and Crime Control Organization India. Received the Human Excellence Award by them for my work last year, which I did. This year, I got She Inspires Me 2020 award. Had recent interviews in the Global Trade Chambers USA for my work. I'm also a council member of UK India Business Council of the Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. This is very recently, which I have been appointed as, and I'm really, really very happy to work towards humanity, because this is something I really want to do. My passion is to serve, humanity, be kind and compassionate to them. These are all the small steps which I am taking towards, moving them, and it ain't necessary that you have to do something very big in life to prove yourself. There are little acts of kindness which counts in anyone's life. So that is something which is very, very much motivating, and that's why I do all of these activities in my life. A bit about myself. I do a lot of donations, which I don't, there are so many which I don't even put it on social media. And I do this from bottom of my heart, because charity is very, very close to my heart.
Beautiful. So let's talk about more of those projects and those titles that you just mentioned, and let's focus on more in a sense that everything when we start to receive those awards and when we start to be appointed to certain roles, then someone is noticing our work. What would you say? How do you distinguish yourself in business and in life? Like what attracts those people to you to give those awards and those recognitions to you?
Okay, so I can give you very small examples. Like last year, I did allergy awareness campaign for around 600 people. Allergy awareness is something which, you know, people are taking sometimes very, very lightly. Sometimes people are not even aware, like, you know, allergy can even be a reason for death. So when I did this awareness for 600 people, and wherever I used to go, I used to talk about it. So these are small things. And after that, I also raised funds for human trafficking. I understood what human trafficking is all about. And especially there are, you know, girls or children involved. Trafficking can be about, you know, girls or children, anybody. So I did raise funds for that. And um, not only that, it's like the UNHCR, which is for the refugee agencies, for site savers, which are especially these organizations are for working for the African children, you know. So they are like, when I donate them and when I come to know about these things, that this is happening, and when these people send me the accolades, they send me the recognition letters. I have got recognition letter from United Nations Refugee Agency. I've for my last year work which I did for human trafficking, raising funds this year, when, you know, in such a big circumstance, you know, this COVID, there were so many Indian stranded students here, and they did not have place to live in. And I also got to know parts of so many parts, you know, they don't have places to live, they don't have money to eat. So who are the people who are going to support? It is we who are going to support these people. So I was closely working with the Consulate General of India in Edinburgh here, in raising funds. I also went to the radio show for raising funds for these students, because it was a long span of time until the flights were arranged for repatriation of these, you know, students. So there's a lot of activity. I also raised funds for NHS, because NHS was the one, the National Health Services was the one which is still, you know, contributing a lot in saving people's lives. So I did raise funds for them as well. So these are very small acts of you know, kindness. And when I see people, that people are responding to it, so when people respond to it, then it feels like, okay, I am on the right path. You know what I think, I can't make everyone do that, those kind of activities, but out of 100 there might be 2 or 3 who really want to do something, who really want to contribute into these things. So these examples lead me to, you know, to get into limelight. And with and it's not only about the social work, it is also about the international pageant which I had been, and I got a lot of exposure there as well. I met ladies of the world, who had been doing wonderful work in their areas. So there was a lot of learning, and that was a big you know, boost for me, that you know, I'm not the one who is only doing it. It's there are so many people who are working towards a social cause, which is a noble cause for the society.
That's beautiful. But share us your experience also. I think there's a lot of women which have taken that decision to follow their husbands to the other country, other culture. Everything is new, and it can be quite challenging. So how have you been able to sort of fit in and feel yourself? Maybe you do, maybe you don't, at as much as home as possible. So tell us a little about that experience moving from one country to another, and especially for someone which maybe comes from the culture that women do not do that much, or they are not that active, or even if it's an act of kindness, it's not really seen something that women should be doing, instead of being home with their families. So share us your experience.
Lovely. Thank you so much. I have been asked this so many times. Um, yes, it's a big culture difference for me, because I was in India. I'm born and brought up there. My education is there. I have worked there for 7 years, and then I shifted here after marriage, and it was a big decision because I had to leave my job and totally a different culture. I visited UK before marriage on friends reunion where I visited a couple of places, but coming in as a tourist and coming in as a person who is going to live here, it's a different ball game altogether. So yes, it was a vast change in culture for me. The way we worked in India, the way we work here is very, very different. First, I had to adjust myself to the climate because it's a cold country and India is a tropical country. First thing. So that was a very big difference. Then currency, recognizing the currency and then evaluating it most of the time, comparing it. So those things are very, very common that pop up when you come to a different country. And then because I was already working and I had to, again start hunting a job for myself. The job market here was completely different. So for me to completely adjust myself physically, mentally, biologically, I had to work on so many fronts at that point of time. But eventually I did learn it because I what drives me most is my willpower, and I knew that I'll do it one day, and I was able to do it. I did 2 to 3 interviews, and then one of them was finalized, and that's how I came to Scotland. Uh, and it was lovely being there because I always, in my dreams, somewhere in my heart, I always felt that I have to go to Scotland. So my dreams, I followed my dreams, and my dreams got me here back. So that was how, it was very, very different, coming to a different country, adjusting myself, and then I had to understand the accent. British accent is still easy, but Scottish accent is quite very different. Scottish accent has got Celtic words into it. So that makes it quite little, you have to, my one of my colleagues in the office, she used to be very, very fast in saying, and it took me some time to understand her during those days, in the initial days when I joined my company. But yeah, eventually I did learn it, that life is all about learning, and I learned it. So now I can understand any accent, even if people are very quick, I can understand that as well. So yeah, it was a wonderful transformation, but there was a lot of hard work, passion, compassion, everything was there. I learned what Scottish culture is, how people, what are the words like little. Little is a word which we say little, but here they call it as wee, WEE, wee. Wee means little. So initially when I used to say, what is this wee? There's an island here which is called as Wee Cumbrae Island. So I said, what is this wee? And then I came to know it is Little Cumbrae Island. So that's how, we learn it from there. In US, people call it girl to a girl, but here people call it girl. So, little differences, but I did, catch up on all of them.
Beautiful. What do you what can you say? Like it's quite an adaptation from the marriage point of view as well. I assume that your husband is also Indian. So how has he adapted to all of this situation? You being independent, you pursuing your dreams, you're coming out as a very strong community leader, having your voice, your choice. Is he struggling with the cultural changes, or is he really supportive and understands that now it's a different country and this is how the things are done in this country?
Yeah, so my husband is out of India past 10 to 12 years. 2 years he was in US, and then he moved to UK. So it's been like he's a complete NRI person. And uh, when I came in, he was quite excited because he knew that I'm a working lady, so not much of the effort will be, he'll need much of the effort because she'll be adapting it very fast. And then he knew that I had already been to UK once, so she's quite acquainted. But there are little things, definitely, which he really adjusted hard with me, I should say. Initially, in making me understand how people think here, how people act, and then myself putting, like, it's no more about one person, now it's about two people, and now it's about a family. So my journey started only after my daughter was born, and it all started when she was only 18 months. So he was very supportive, and I should say another mother for my daughter. And I said that, I want to pursue my this dream. This is a lifetime opportunity. I don't know when will I get a chance. Should I apply for this, for the pageant? And then he said, okay, fine, you just go ahead. And still I was thinking whether should I go ahead or should I not. And then after some time, after a week or so, he asked me, I didn't see your form. Did you fill that form and, apply for it? And I was like, oh, wow, it means he really wants me to go ahead. So, that was one of the big steps that I was taking. And then it all changed because initially I was teaching, yoga and meditation at my home with 2 to 3 ladies, not much, but because I myself practice it. So I thought, why not, serve the society? Even if 2 to 3 ladies do, I'm doing some good work, contributing into their life and bringing some peace, some happiness, sharing some joys, some sorrows of these ladies, because I'm quite very positive person. So through that I started, and then I thought, why not take it to a larger, bigger platform? Can I do that so that more people are aware of what yoga is, what meditation is all about? And then I landed into pageant. Through pageant, I met so many wonderful ladies, and again, I met the like-minded people also, ladies. And after that, every time, went to internationals, came back, but still all these practices I'm following. I'm also promoting it, even on 21st June, which is the World Health Yoga Day. I did, and I sent my videos to the government of India. I uploaded into their site. So all these things I do not because it's me. I just want people to follow it. It is something good. It is for your health. It is for your benefit. So these are some motivating factors, and my husband feels like, there's nothing wrong in doing this. Of course, there are challenges because many a times I had to leave my daughter, and I was completely dependent on him, that he's, going to take care of her. I had to travel to London so many times last year, which was again challenging, and my daughter was very small. But he did take a very good care, and he did support, and he knows that, I'm not doing anything wrong. It's for the benefit of society, and every person has their own way of contributing. So my way is like, I do promote yoga meditation. I do donations. I want to help children. Here also I am, supporting Aberlour Scottish Children's Charity. And through that, this year also, during the time of COVID, even if I'm not, out of my donations from my organization also, I have got them help for, because this is such a challenging time. So whenever, whatever ways I can, just help them. So they were so happy during this time, because they said that and I got a letter just 2 days back, and they have asked me for a very I just have it here. I don't know whether you can see it or not. They sent me a big form that what keeps you attached, keep what is attaching you to us. So I've filled a great form to them, and I'll send them today. So it's all happening very slowly, and I have bigger plans for the future. So let's see how it goes. Until now it was all experience how it goes, and now it's like implementation time, like what more can I do on my own or with a group of people.
That's beautiful. It's interesting to always listen, because women have such guilt when we want to pursue our dreams and we want to achieve our goals and all of that. And whenever we need to, let's say, leave our kids with our husbands, then I have never, maybe once in it or twice, heard men talking about it, when in the end of the day they do the same thing, no? But it's incredible how we, us as society, have structured in us in that way that that women always feel guilty when we, even for a little while, we need to be
Absolutely.
away from our kids. So it's always interesting to hear that it doesn't matter from what culture, from what continent, it's always the same. I think that it's interesting, but I'm very proud of you, and I appreciate a lot, because I think that the willpower and understanding that your voice and your choice does count, and it contributes so much in the society or community where you live is very important to understand, because if we don't have those people to do that work, then who is going to do that? We can't just wait that our governments are going to take care of everything, no? So
I absolutely agree with you, Ragni. You know what? When I went to the internationals and when I saw that, domestic violence was one of the main causes of, I mean, main theme that we had to work during the internationals. And when I saw that this problem is not only in one particular India, this problem is across the world, and this has to be sorted out. So you know th- these this gives a vision that maybe I can be in any diverse culture, but these are very, very common platforms where we need to work with people, where we need to address them. Be it out of my curiosity, I did one of the courses from the Harvard University on children. And I did got to know from that course of Harvard that every corner of the world there are 3 million children who need our help. There are 3 million children, and this is just the recorded ones. I don't know how many are not recorded. So be it Thailand, be it India, be it Bangladesh, be it UK, be it the Central America. You must be knowing more on the Mexican borders. So there are three particular countries which have been which have been highlighted in the United Nations, where we have to take care. There are European countries where the Mediterranean regions are very, very much affected, especially the Turkey areas. So children everywhere are so much affected. So these are I did this out of my passion to understand that what is happening with children. Why is there so much concern about children? Why is there so much concern about domestic violence? So domestic violence, I got the clarity when I went to the internationals. For children, I especially read about what United Nations is doing towards it. So they are really doing a great job, and I'm so proud that I'm contributing to them, because they need us, they need our help. So, and that's why I think whenever we help them, we do get a response. So it's just wonderful. Africa is one of the biggest continents where they need so much help. Sight savers, I had helped children. There were, for 6 of them, they did not have eyesight. I did give kit for their eyesight, and I got response for 2 kids and their photographs, that these kids can now see. What more do you want? You know?
yes, I think the main issue what we are looking at is that we underestimate the power of one, which means that the power that I can contribute, and
Yeah,
how big or small the contribution is, it does help. So, and it
absolutely.
starts with you. So I absolutely agree, and have the same type of mindset. But what do you see? What do you think? What the future will bring you professionally and personally?
Um, Personally, definitely, I'm going to grow as a person, as a very good person, because the kind of obstacles, the challenges that I'm facing now for, in understanding things and then taking decisions, I'll be a good decision maker. And I'll know where to, proceed, how to especially help people. Help people is not something only money. It can be any kind of help. If I'm working in my company, if I'm a professional, I'm uh, almost most of the offices are closed, so many projects are closed, but we are still running. I am contributing to the economy, that is how I'm contributing. And if I am doing some contribution by my work, there might be a dependency on other departments. They are also working. So these are small acts where we are working. So so professionally, I'm definitely, I'm gaining experience. I don't have much to say on that. I'm supply chain consultant. I have done my courses in Harvard again in supply chain management. So that is going on. But my passion is equally, I haven't kept it on a back seat. So it's going parallelly, but slowly, I should say. So anything that goes with a gradual pace, I think that is the right thing. Because I don't follow shortcuts, and I don't believe in shortcuts. It takes time, but gradual way of working is the way. When you know whom you are working with, you understand your own people who are with you. You get trustworthy people, and that makes you a brand at some day. So definitely something bigger coming into picture. Let's wait and watch. What can I do for,
Beautiful. So until Rashmi is going to give us her 3 recommendations how to dominate the decade, I'm inviting you today to write down the 3 causes which are closest to your heart. Someone that you have always thought that I would love to help, or I would love to be involved in that project. So write those 3 things down, and in the end of this interview, I will tell what to do with those 3 things, what you have been writing down. But Rashmi, tell us your 3 recommendations how to dominate the decade.
My first thing is the core values that I believe in. Optimism. Always be optimistic in life. Discipline, dedication, and determination, along with your creativity. So this is my first mantra, you should say, which I always believe in. Second is I describe myself as a warrior, and I defend the core feminine values of handling and understanding different situations of my life with great positive attitude. And fourth thing is uh, I believe that you always had the power to be the queen of your own life. You just have to choose to use it. It means your decision making skills, which, come into picture, and the right decisions at the right time take you to your heights. And I mean, these are the 3 mantras, but this is what, this is what makes you connect with all the good people of the community, or you say the country, or anything you say. So
Beautiful. So if someone wants to contact you, if someone wants to follow you, how can they do so?
so I have a Facebook account, Rashmi Rai Edinburgh. You can check that, or there is my Facebook page, Mrs. Scotland Universe, Rashmi Rai. You can connect me on that. And Instagram is also Mrs. Scotland Universe 2019.
Beautiful. So what would be your last message to everybody that took the time today to listen to our interview?
Okay, lovely. So, my message to all will be that a transformation is incomplete without hard work, training, passion, and foremost compassion. So, be compassionate along with all these other things in life.
Beautiful. So who you are watching, I hope that you did make notes, and maybe you did already have those 3 things which I recommended to you to write down already. They are written down. If not, then do it. Because first thing, thank you for showing up today. And I want to thank every single one of you, the top fans, which are showing up daily and really, really contributing by commenting and by sharing their thoughts and their questions with us. Thank you for doing so. And thank you for all your unconditional support and love. We truly appreciate all of you. But also, I want to just appreciate you because by doing so, you do invest in your personal growth, and that's the main thing that can really uplift us and take us to the next level. So those 3 things that you wrote down, you need to take action on them, because today you have the power to change someone else's life by taking action on those 3 points. So become the hero in their lives. But the same way you can become the hero in your life by taking action on all those postponed dreams, postponed goals, postponed mindsets. So sometimes it's easier to change your behavior than your thinking. So sometimes you literally need to jump before you think. And maybe today is the day. So don't postpone anything. Start to take action. Speed of implementation is very crucial, and especially in the times that we are having now. And I think that today, if you really want, you can change your life. And obviously, don't forget to share this video with someone who needs to listen this interview as well. I want to thank you. We are going to see each other in our next episode. And Rashmi, thank you for everything that you're doing. Thank you for contributing in your community and in the global community, and really changing the way that, let's say, Indian women are usually seen, because you are a true example when you say that when there is a will, there is a way. So thank you for showing the way, and thank you for being the role model of true woman leader. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.